Hello, welcome to Drunk, A Song of Ice and Fire, After Thrones, The Hangover. I'm Chloe, your host. I have Kevin and Elena here. Kevin, go ahead, talk about you.
Hi, so yew is a type of tree. It's found in the European region, sort of North Mediterranean as well.
Just gonna smother him. He'll be okay.
I'm leaving.
I think that's enough about Kevin. I think that tells a lot about his character.
Kevin is a Song of Ice and Fire puns, ASOIAF puns on Twitter, and then we're also joined by the excellent Stacey Mormont herself, the Bear Heir, Elena.
Bears. Yeah, hi guys. I'm also on the page of many faces as Lion of Night, so check us out on Facebook.
Yes. Okay, so last week we had some technical difficulties, and by technical difficulties, I mean I drank a lot more whiskey than I should have on top of the wine, and I fell asleep, and Elena was in Ireland, and Kevin's Kevin.
I was trying to find a stream, then I just ended up having to get HBO.
And then I fell asleep by the time, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a rough week, so...
It didn't premiere in Ireland until 2 a.m. their time, so I was like, yeah, guys, nope.
Yeah, you were out on it. So shit, let's just, take a few minutes to exclaim a few feelings about Dragonstone, Episode 1. Kevin, what do you think about Dragonstone? What were your thoughts?
The one solitary thing I remember from that episode was how much I hated the scene with Ed Sheeran in it.
Really?
No, I remember more of that episode than that. It's the first thing I think of. But we can brush past that and not mention it.
Okay, but can we I just want to know why you were mad about Ed Sheeran, that's all.
You know, it's not even Ed Sheeran. It's not even Ed Sheeran that's the problem for me. I mean, I don't like Ed Sheeran. I don't like his music. Yeah. I don't really care about the rest of him there. I just didn't like the scene. I thought it was very heavy-handed and poorly written and a little generic and cheesy. And Ed Sheeran was just the cherry on top of that. He's the focal point of it.
It took me out of the episode. I know a lot of people are bitching about that, but it did take me out of the episode. I was like, oh, honey, whatever that song he has. That you know what I was going for there.
But the golden hand is always cold.
I do like that he sung that, and I don't even mind him singing that. But
yeah.
All right.
I'm into him singing that, honestly, because y'all know. I really feel Simeon Silvertongue, that song is totally double beautiful entendre foreshadowing for Jaime and Cersei and Tyrion and his where do hoes go?
What did Tyrion do to him again?
What?
Didn't Tyrion do something to him again?
He had Bronn kill him and chop him up and put him in a bowl of brown.
Yeah, a bowl of brown. Bowl of brown.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Damn, Tyrion's creative.
Yeah, he is.
Speaking of, that's something for tonight's episode.
Shawty.
Personally, I kind of enjoyed the Ed Sheeran cameo, because I kind of love Ed Sheeran personally.
You would love Ed Sheeran.
I gotta support my fellow ginger, don't judge me.
Is it a crusade for you people?
Yes, it has to be.
Blood type, your ginger blood type?
Yes. But honestly, I enjoyed seeing just the normal everyday soldier that was there. I just enjoyed seeing them shooting the shit and doing what soldiers do when they're not on duty, which is shoot the shit and drink and eat.
The realistic portrayal of war, sometimes that's what you want.
Exactly.
I don't want it, obviously. I wouldn't want to want it, but that's obviously that's a thematic thing in the story, in the narrative. So especially with Arya seeing it when every single soldier meeting she's had for the past whenever has been her murdering. You know what I mean? Just murder. Lots of murder.
I think that Lannister squad sorely needed someone to be a dick.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They needed someone there to not be this wholesome good old boy, you know? I don't know.
That's a meme. Yeah.
It was, I didn't mind what the scene was going for, and I think I would have really enjoyed it if they did it a little differently, even if Ed Sheeran was in it. Preferably with a Lannister helmet on, so I didn't see his face.
Oh,
but,
with a helmet.
Rude!
I'm sorry, cameos are basically product placement.
I don't even care, shut up.
No, it's true, like, I don't want to get meta on the marketing standpoint. Y'all know I could do that for, like, 7 years, but, like, it's hard to accept it seriously. Okay, not to get meta, but we're about to get meta. It's hard to accept it seriously from a marketing standpoint and from, like, the misogynistic view in society about it, because, like they market certain things. They only appreciate certain things, like Lyanna Mormont, for example. They're exploiting a 10-year-old's acting because it's quote-unquote feminist. Like, I mean, that's how they make their money. Anyways, so back to Dragonstone. I guess,
Sure.
I want to mention, while we're here and not talking about the meta-textual feminist applications in the machinations of the books, but while we're here, I would like to talk about Sandor Clegane
Damn
and
it!
Beric Dondarrion. And Beric Dondarrion for just like a quick second, because we're still finishing Stone, and we're not going forward to Stormborn yet. Can we just talk about Sandor and Beric, please? We haven't done it yet. I'm sorry.
No.
I just want to do it. I love them so much.
You got a whole 6 episodes into this
Chloe,
without having to bring up Sandor Clegane.
Remember, this is a 10-minute little thing, so I give you 1 minute to go ham, go nuts.
And we're already 6 minutes in.
You ready for this? Like,
No.
First, by the love of her lore, fuck off, Elena. No one asked you.
You're using up your time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Sandor Clegane came back to life. The show version was fanfic, whatever, that's fine. I'm not gonna bitch about it because it was so good. He got to face his fears and look in the fire and see visions. Azor Ahai rumors are a Sorin. I just don't... Sandor was great, Beric was great, don't at me. Like, I don't...
Use your time
I'm
well.
truly alive this season, is what I'm trying to tell you people. I'm alive. I am. I'm living. Ugh. Ugh.
So,
Ugh.
Jon, can I say something about that relates to tonight's episode, or are we going to save that for later?
I mean, we're going to come to it.
Okay,
so
okay.
If
So,
you want to wait.
Let's talk about the opening scene of the first episode.
Stormborn of Dragonstone. Okay, Dragonstone.
It's Dragonstone.
You want to talk about Arya?
No. What I want to talk about is why did they kill off Walder Frey last season and then have this be the intro of this season?
Yes!
It was such a great scene with that one problem hanging over it.
I have an idea, or 7. But, I mean, like, the main idea I have is, like, let's be real, David Bradley is amazing. Filch, I mean, like, Walder Frey, Filch, like, iconic. He always plays amazingly complex roles. He always brings a lot to it, and this is no different with Game of Thrones, and they promised him, yeah, we'll give you a cameo next season. I mean, the problem with Game of Thrones, I don't want to get too off the rails, but, like, it is, actress and actor driven. Like, I mean, Game of Thrones, it's a blockbuster level show. It's reached that popularity hype point that, like, they are driven by events and by character actors. Like, they aren't driven... Internal POVs and characterization is not the way the plot is driven. It's driven by event and by actors. That's literally it. That's it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Like...
So, I mean, that's just what drives their own personal plot. They're not going to change that, and that's the difference between the books, because the way the books' arcs go by internal POV and event, where, etc. So, you know where I am.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I mean, I'm just saying from more of like a narrative sense there too. It would have been a better reveal for him if they did that as the finale of last season, or this season. I don't know.
This episode, so like the first episode of this season, felt it was an extension of the Winds of Winter, of Cersei blowing up Baelor Sept. That whole episode, this was part 2 to me. That's how I felt.
Okay.
You know? Okay?
Do you feel like that episode would be better if this episode we just watched was cut into that?
Yes and no. You know, I would say yes, but it's not true. I feel like, other than the Arya pacing, I think they did the cold open and, like, not trying to be a bitch about it. It was good. Like, I loved it.
No,
honestly,
it was.
I was sitting here, like, cheering. I was sitting here going, yes, winter's coming for House Frey, fuck all y'all, you know, like, but to be, like, real on it, it felt that should have been in the end of the last episode or something. It
should
was
have been
just
a surprise.
It felt like an extension. Yeah. It was a great cold open, like, holy shit, Game of Thrones did that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't a thing. Like, I was just like, alright, anyways, keep going.
Anything else we need to talk about from this episode before we go to the next one?
Because we are about done with our 10 minutes.
Okay, last 10-minute thing, give you a hot, spicy take. I'm not a Targaryen stan or anything like that. That's not me. That ain't me, okay? But, like, I do want to say that, like, when Dany came home to Dragonstone, if your heart didn't grow 10 times, if you weren't looking at her like, that's my girl, like, good for you, you go home to Westeros, like, dude, it was a warm, intense moment, like, good for her. She went home, that's her home, she's home, like, she did it. We've been raised from the beginning of the show to, like, prosper at that. That's what we should have been wanting. And so, like, they gave it to us. Like, good for her. She kissed the sand. She's home.
I think that is a perfect transition to talking about tonight's episode.
Definitely is.
And how Daenerys herself is underwhelmed at having Dragonstone.
Yes.
Well, I mean, when you didn't have to actually do to get it.
Yeah.
What?
She's like, damn it, I wanted to conquer it.
Yeah.
I mean, her opening line was like, I thought this was a homecoming. I'm like, you're literally the invading force here. You're not going to be welcomed with open arms. And she even points that out. She said Viserys was always saying, like, they're toasting secretly to my health, and he was an idiot for thinking so.
Actually, like I say, that first scene with Dany in her court was really good.
It was very cool.
The dialogue, actually, so here's the first part where, like, dialogue-driven plot has been a thing this season. Like, okay, let's be honest, the heavy dialogue last episode for the season was in Winterfell. Like, that was, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't amazing. You know what I mean? Like,
Jon and Sansa have an innate inability to understand one another, it seems.
I don't know if it's just they're both stupid and I love them. I love those stupid big-headed heads. I do, but it just sucks. There's just a miscommunication. Winterfell is not happening. It's not. Winterfell's canceled. It's canceled.
It got a little bit better this episode.
This episode was better, and you know what, Sansa, they, like, looked at her real close, and they're like, but, like, she had a point this episode.
No, she did.
I felt like she did.
Jon does a very poor job of explaining himself in every situation. That's consistent with his character, but he's terrible at explaining himself.
Yeah.
Like, good ideas, he probably does have to go down and do that, but at the same time, he doesn't explain in a way that, like, people actually empathize with.
Let's just talk for a second about Daenerys.
Okay, let's get back to that.
Costume. Can we talk about her fucking shoulder-padded costume and how fucking boss she is? Just for a second. Like, let's just roll back. Let's look at this from a narratively objective level. That Daenerys was there with fire and blood. Did you see those shoulder pads, you guys? You were there.
I saw them.
That crystal on that shoulder pad?
Girl, she was fire and blood. That was like when Beyonce released Lemonade. Right? Like, that was like, I watched her in her shoulder padded goodness just, like, do shit from the painted sex table, and she was just like, I'm the queen, like, good for her. Again, it's kind of like, I can't care about her not getting things via her narrative, because I'm just like, she deserves everything! Anyone that gives her anything, good for her.
I just want to talk about the fact that Missandei, she shows up, and she has to sit and wait for Dany to make an appearance. When the last time she was at Dragonstone, she was treated as the queen of Stannis.
You know, that's actually a really interesting point, because she's spent the most time at Dragonstone, so, like, I didn't think about any of that, like, thinking about her spending time at Dragonstone again. She knows those halls, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's walked all that.
She had to lower herself back to being just Melisandre of Ashai, the Red Priestess. She wasn't the she wasn't Melisandre, Stannis' queen.
Yeah, she fucked up.
But, like, okay, so two things about the Daenerys scene. The first thing, if we're gonna re-Melisandre, she's just, like, there talking to Varys, and then later on she comes back and she's like, I'm a person, I'm a player in this story, fire and ice, whatever. I don't know, like, her showing up at Dragonstone, in general, like, there has to be consequences to the plot. Like, Davos is gonna show up and be like, what the fuck?
Basically.
Like, I don't get it. I don't know, like, it's just weird writing to me. Dany was like, oh, wow, this Red Priestess is great. Like, I bet she's great with kids, haha. I don't know.
She can start the daycare.
Too, right? Like, Dany was like, oh, good, you're a Red Priestess. I'm into Red Priestess. Like,
I mean, wouldn't you?
Melisandre, she's like, prophecies are dangerous. And then she wiped out House Baratheon. Like, yeah. I don't... she's not the best.
She's more self-aware now.
Yeah, I mean, getting Stannis killed off and getting Jon killed off really lowered her self-esteem a little bit there, and then being banished from the North because she burned Shireen really kind of kicked her in the ass.
Yeah, kind of seemed like a bummer, didn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like the adventure of a Red Priestess getting her way to Dragonstone would have been pretty interesting.
But no, we got an awkward sex scene between Grey Worm and Missandei.
Stop!
Can we just not talk about that? Can we really just not talk about that one?
Look, we have at least like 8 plot points before we get there. You know how I'm about
I thought we were skipping it entirely, I'm gonna be honest.
I was yelling on Twitter about it.
My entire...
Screaming to the void. My
entire Twitter feed was just dick jokes.
Dude, mine was so divided. I went on my Twitter feed during that, and people were like, oh, I love Missandei and Grey Worm, and then there were other people who were like, this is horse shit, and I was like,
That was my camp.
I hated it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, how is Missandei about to get more action than I'm getting right now? I just don't feel action.
Well, I mean, at least Grey Worm had a nice ass.
Dude, his booty was banging. I didn't know. Jacob? His name's Jacob, right?
I don't know.
Someone Google it. I think it's Jacob. Jacob something. But his butt. Wow. Holy heck.
Kevin's just sitting here like, I don't even know what to say.
Look, Kevin, this is your personal hell now. So, accept it. Anyways, back to Grey Worm's butt.
Can we just stop?
It was a booty. The booty that was, I promise. Holy heck. I just didn't know his butt was gonna, don't at me.
So we had other plot points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. So, like, after Melisandre and Varys and Dany, whatever, and the Ilaria, and then the Olenna thing.
Can we just not?
Be a dragon. Shut the fuck up, Diana Rigg, you beautiful porcelain princess. I love you.
Right? She's adorable.
Like, you're great and you're so old. Shh.
Look at Tyrion plotting, too.
He was plotting to take over Casterly Rock. He's like, I'm gonna fuck over everyone.
It's not a terrible idea. It does put the Unsullied far away, though.
Yeah, it does.
I worry, like, so... I've seen the leaks, whatever, but I'm pretty sure there's deaths that I didn't pay attention to in the leaks, and, like, they're gonna happen, and they're happening in the next couple episodes, and I didn't prepare for the level of sadness that I'm at, so that's new. Yeah. Anyways, so the next scene is Jon and Sansa, and they have this, like, super... Oh, they're separated by the columns of Winterfell in their little, like, areas while they watch the ginger bitches doing archery. Like, I don't...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm really detail-oriented this year.
Good, good.
Proud of you, Blue Bear.
Not, like, be fan-servicey, but Jon and Sansa together ruling is so good. Like, it's everything I've ever wanted.
That's your aesthetic.
It's so beautiful.
New Jonza.
Jonza is alive and canon. Okay, I don't want to be that y'all know I'm trashier than that.
Yeah, we know.
Y'all know I'm San trash, so that's worse.
As I said, I was shocked it got you 6 minutes. It took you 6 minutes to get into talking about Sandor Clegane, so kind of proud of you.
Well, I haven't mentioned Sandor Clegane yet, but he deserves better. I don't want to but Sandor Clegane deserved a whole entire 37 minutes of that episode. Anyways, so
back to this one. Back to Stormborn.
Anyways,
what happened in that scene?
So the Jon's scene in general, they got the Cersei email. Kevin, go on. What do you think?
I'm sorry. Did you say Cersei's email? That's what I heard right there.
Same.
Yeah, she's kind of Raven bitch.
Yeah, the Ravens are a lot quicker this season. Have you noticed that?
Raven.net. Okay.
No, it's Weirwood.net. Get it right.
Weirwood.net.
I mean, I kind of say what I said about it earlier, like. And you said it too, and it's just that those two seem entirely unable to communicate with one another, and that it just ends up like they have problems because they're being idiots.
It's biting them in the ass.
Yeah.
Why isn't there like a small council meeting? Is it because the Northerners are just that dumb?
It's because the Northerners want everything out in the open at the same time.
Is Davos's actor like an extra this season? He hasn't said a word of dialogue. I feel like he would have fixed all these problems.
Probably.
Agreed. True. No, I feel like they're gonna get there. Like, it just sucks because it's like, Northern plot should be smarter. Don't at me. You know, like,
no, you're right.
It's just like, they had the whole entire North Remembers plot in their fucking palm. Like, they could have manipulated it. They could have, like, used Photoshop. I don't know. They could have just done a thing.
Exactly.
They could have done the thing and been like, the Northern members. Okay, not to, like, stray this far, but, like, how mad are you, like, sitting there going, during the Battle of the Bastards, like, Umber and Karstark could have turned the tide.
I'm not even going to talk about that. That was not small, John. He was a pretender.
I don't go past. It hurts me to think about it, but, like, that would have been smarter. Anyways, it just would have collected more meaning. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know it won't happen. It is what it is. It could have collected more meaning. The North could have actually remembered. Anyway, so,
I was going to say, honestly, I think the reason why there isn't, like, a small council just by itself for the North is because the Northerners have already been through so much bullshit. They're like, we're going to let everything be known, like, as it happens. Like, there's not going to be, like, just a small group of us getting... I mean, it's already a pretty decent sized group in general.
You can't have a small council about 30% of what's left of your population.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure,
the North does the North really have anyone left in it after the battle? I mean, obviously there's people left in it, but I mean, like, army-wise.
Not really at all.
It does, but, like, no, it doesn't. Like, you're correct. Like, Umber and Karstark are gone, and they don't care about the rest of the North enough to announce it, so it's, like, Kerwin and Mormont, and then, like...
Well, like...
Glover.
Let's... Because there wasn't a whole lot of detail to this. We just know most of the Northern Army was destroyed at the Battle of the... Red Wedding. No, Red Wedding.
Oh,
no,
the Red Wedding.
The Red Wedding. Like, most of the other lords' armies, and that's why... Because only the Boltons and the Karstarks got out, like, scot-free.
I do try to take that canonically, because, like, you see, Manderly's son... Not one, you know what I mean? Fuck.
Wyman?
It's fine.
Wyman, yeah, whatever. Younger Manderly, not Wyman, but Wendell Manderly.
Yes, him.
Yes, I did it! Give me an applause. Quick break. Thank you. Oh, God, I'd like to give a speech, but I'm not ready. So,
thank God.
Anyways, so Wendell, like, you see him at the Red Wedding, like, they gave that detail, and long story short, metatextually speaking, they weren't going to give detail ever again. Anyways, but so Wendell dies, and, like, you see that shit, you see that, like, it would be so easy to build on the whole North Remembers murdery subplot, you know, like, I'm not asking for a lot, I'm just saying, like, some people could have revolted, that's all.
The one thing I think they really missed an opportunity to do, and would have been actually pretty easy, would be to have Littlefinger's army still in play at Moat Cailin, and that would make his political intrigue more interesting at Winterfell now. but have the Manderleys and their knights of White Harbor come and rescue them during the Battle of the Bastards.
I would live for that. I would love to see
honestly,
logistically that play out.
A little bit of a recut, you could do it.
It gives enough, like, playerage to actors in the series. You know what I mean? Like, Bronze Yohn would be able to be commanding. It makes sense. So that's why it won't happen. So nice job. But...
I mean, I think earlier this week Kevin actually brought up the fact, how the hell did the Vale army get across Moat Cailin?
Dude, and they just went around. Like, here's the deal.
They use their jetpacks.
No, you know what? I have a totally valid explanation, I think.
Ramsay
Bolton... No, really. Think about this. Ramsay Bolton wasted his entire fucking army fighting a force he was far superior to nomadically and also had a castle to defend himself with. Like, he didn't leave anybody at Moat Cailin. I bet there wasn't a single person in that fucking thing.
But I mean,
no, it's stupid that there isn't, but Ramsay was stupid. There is an explanation for it in the show.
No, I agree. How do you feel about Jaime talking to, like, Tarly?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I really liked that scene.
I really enjoyed the fact that Tarly just, like, straight up called him out on his bullshit.
I enjoy that
Tarly... It was
I enjoy that Tarly just didn't... I was pretty sure when I heard he would, like, join with the Lannisters, I thought he was just gonna be there already. Like, yeah, Cersei, I got you. But no, he got a bit more... he's got a little bit of resistance, too. He had to be convinced.
Can I just say I love the fact that Cersei just completely glanced over the fact that she killed off, like, most of the Tyrells.
Yeah, conveniently, it turns out she murdered everyone. Like, who knew?
Elena Tyrell is rebelling against the crown for no reason. I'm pretty sure it's because you blew up most of her family.
I do enjoy that they
are... I'm not...
Oh,
go on, Kevin.
Oh, I do enjoy that they are putting to play that, like, Daenerys' armies, are mostly, like, you know...
foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dothraki aren't exactly known for their, gentleness, either.
And I think this also calls back to the fact that a lot of Game of Thrones is inspired by, like, the War of the Roses.
Yeah.
Dany is definitely Henry VII.
So, like, it's really weird. I'm surprised the way they're running with it, like, the diagonal plot progression. But it's very interesting that, like, all the Dany stuff, the fact that Olenna's like, hey, guess what? I've been killing your enemies for you before you existed. Like,
so
you know,
shut
like,
up
it's
and sit down.
Right. It's very interesting how it all plays out.
Tarly fought for the Mad King.
Yeah,
I know how it plays out, but, like, go on, Kevin.
The Tyrells were loyal to the Targaryens.
It's not super relevant. I just thought of it, popped in my head, and I said it.
No, you're good. Dude, you're so...
But Randall Tarly fought for the Mad King.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He did.
The Tyrells were loyal to the Targaryens. And, of course, then...
I feel like it's a really missed point that the Tyrells are so strongly suited to anyone. They're like, you like me, I like you, bye. Like, I don't...
They're agreeable.
Yeah. Very agreeable. They're like, give me a crown, I'm there.
And honestly, I kind of feel like Tarly might pull a fast one on it. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's gonna say, yeah, totally, Cersei, I'm all for this. Like, I'm all about this Lannister bullshit.
No, I don't.
I feel like he's gonna turn around and be loyal again to the Tyrell family, and he's gonna back the Targaryens because the Robert's Rebellion.
It depends on how much the characterization they actually want to show through dialogue, but I mean, he makes a pretty, like, solid point about how Tarly's stab people looking them in their eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, talk about their hats. Did you guys notice their hats?
Whose
hats?
hats?
The Tarly hats. They're kind of silly.
Their signal. They did real good. Like, Game of Thrones hit it. They were like, here's the Tarlys with their stupid hat. They hit it. They hit those hats. Those hats were lit. Like, good for them. Hey, the next scene that we're missing out on is, the wizard ring scene. You know, it's, Sam and Jorah. That shit with his fucking creepy-ass grayscale.
Oh, yeah, that was gross.
I do love the transition.
I was honestly really hoping that they were going to bring in, like, I'd heard all the rumors about, like, what if Shireen had been healed by dragon glass, by obsidian? And so I did that huge write-up.
Yeah, I saw that.
On all the pieces about dragon glass, but, like, they didn't hit on it at all.
Nope.
Like, Sam just, like, scraped all his gross skin off, and it was like, I did it. You know?
It was like it was a bad sunburn. He was just like, I'm just gonna scrape it all off. It'll be okay, guys.
Yeah, he was rubbing aloe vera in so hard.
The one thing Ramsay could have been useful for.
Right?
He really should have been sent to. He really should have been sent to the Citadel.
That was literally my comment. Was, and here we see Samuel Tarly suddenly become a Bolton.
Gross. Like, okay, not to get there, but like as far as that family goes, like, you're gonna scrape off dead sun cells. I'm just saying, like, go pick
Queen
card and get Bella. Go on, Kevin.
I lost my train of thought, unfortunately. If I find it, I'll let you know.
But yeah, and then that segues us into Hot Pie magically reappearing.
Whoa! Okay, first off, how dare you ever at me about any of it? That was... Wait, no. Before we go there, Can we talk about the dragon skull scene?
Which scene?
The what scene?
Cersei with her dragon skulls.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, and Qyburn fucking hitting the dragon with a spear thing and crushing...
Okay.
Like, what the fuck?
Dude, can we talk about that real quick? Because all
that is... I want to talk about it, Kevin. Let's talk about it.
It's a ballista. Those exist in that world.
Yeah.
The Three Sisters, like, that's what they use to, like, fucking kill dragons with.
That's what the Martells use.
He's like, about it. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill more. That's not okay. Do you feel like that's okay, Kevin?
They shot it into that dragon, the dragon skull's eye. I'm like, great, way to destroy history, guys.
Qyburn just pretending like he invents shit.
And, like, the soundtrack was good, and it looked really pretty. Like, don't at me! It was really good. That was a cool sequence.
I really enjoyed the fact that she was actually, like, kind of fondly looking back on Robert for a moment there. Just, like, talking about how he enjoyed coming down and looking at the Targaryen skulls.
No, agreed. He was down there.
That's more just that, but, like, there was a lot of good callbacks in today's episode.
Yeah.
Like, to earlier seasons.
Especially, like, Tyrion talking to Ilaria and being like, fuck you, you killed Myrcella.
Exactly.
What? I never thought they would ever come to claim their fucked upness on that. You know what I mean? Like, I never thought Game of Thrones would be like, yeah, we fucked up. Here we are. Like, and here they are.
And Ilaria's like, well, fuck you. I killed her, and I'll kill you too, bitch.
And
My favorite that was like, Tyrion was like, okay, you did that, so I do this. Like, here we go. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is gonna blow up in your face.
And it did!
Like, yeah, it did.
Alright.
So, let's while we're talking about that, let's talk about Daenerys' battle strategy invading Westeros.
So she's using her allies, and she's using allies she's gonna have. Like,
no, that's not a bad strategy. It's just, we're now seeing how it's about to fall apart.
Her original strategy was,
Well, I'm pretty sure the Unsullied will probably take Casterly Rock.
Probably, but most of them are gonna die.
I hope so. Shit, dude.
I mean, otherwise the Unsullied will probably not be in play anymore.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
The Reach is gonna have a civil war. I would say obviously, but it's more probably.
This is the hard thing. Is like.
Shut up, phone.
We have to separate. Yeah, turn that on mute. What are you doing? Anyways, we have to separate like actual books versus like show, and that is a hard life, friendos. Holy heck.
Well, no, I mean. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Life's hard. Anyways, the Reach, like, okay, so here's the deal, is like, yeah, I loved it, but that whole opening scene of Varys, like, chit-chatting with Dany and just, like, banter, that scene, y'all, not
good.
To be extra, that scene was literally them filling the Aegon plot hole.
Yep.
Like, they were like, oh no, we don't have Aegon, so we're just gonna talk about this shit and hope for the best. Like,
basically.
I had to fill it
like,
somewhere.
don't ask me. It is what it is.
Varys was certainly cheaping like his little birds do when Dany was just calling him out on his shit.
She was getting it. I'm not trying to, yeah.
I'm gonna strangle
Kevin,
that phone.
If you don't turn your phone off, I'm gonna come through the phone and I'm gonna murder you lovingly.
It was at 1%.
And now it's just holding on for dear life.
It's like, I gotta be a bastard.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, and now his watch has ended.
And now his watch has ended. Are you talking about House Skelly? Skelly
Anyways.
Skellington? So back to Hot Pie.
Hot Pie.
Hot
Wait,
Pie.
When do we get to Hot Pie?
So,
That's a Hot Pie.
Arya shows up somewhere we knew she would go.
Yep.
And we are so blessed, first off.
It's not gonna be there the next time we see it.
Oh, hell.
I'm not trying to, like, add us, but we are so blessed that even Nymeria gloves, like,
Can I just say, I was truly blessed by Arya finding out that the Boltons were dead.
That was a pretty decent scene there, actually.
We got a lot of information in that scene.
Yeah,
Well, think about it. He's at the Crossroads Inn.
Yeah, he's hearing everything.
There was so much exposition, and Crossroads is the center of everything. Everything Crossroads is always a thing that gets referenced.
Yep.
It's the information hub of Westeros. Or the rumor hub of Westeros,
Log
rather.
on and you download all the info.
Yeah.
Agreed. Man, like, I'm so used to giving, and now I get to receive, like, that exposition that Hot Pie gave. He was all like, I've done this, and she's like, I've killed everyone.
You've been making pie? One or two.
Yeah, but, like, she was going home. The second Hot Pie was like, yeah, your wolf's around. Like, she was going home, dude. She was ready.
Hey, that's gonna be a mistake. It's gonna call back to her not killing Tywin.
Oh, whatever.
Just saying.
Whatever. Okay.
She's gonna miss Jon. She's already missed Jon.
I'm so pissed about this.
Yeah, stop. She's gonna... Don't hurt me. Like,
No.
Neil was Jon
Chloe.
Snow's smile.
They're never gonna see each other.
Shut up.
Shut the fuck, dude. Do you think she's gonna die? Like, I'm really...
No, I think Jon's gonna die.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, I can see George killing him and then reviving him and killing him again just because he's George R.R. Martin.
Okay, can we talk about how Jon and Dany are confirmed not Azor Ahai?
But they're confirmed Azor Ahai. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
by
just say that.
Melisandre.
Like, they are.
Melisandre does have a bad track record with trying to figure out the prince that was
Yeah,
promised.
she's a
But I
dumb
think you're gonna
little
like my
person.
alternative, though, and I'm sure it's not a new idea that you've heard, but I mean, it's probably gonna be Sandor.
Stop. I love him. Why would you say that?
I'll
Why
be honest,
would you even say that?
I thought you
First
might
off,
enjoy
like,
that.
this
I
is-
thought you might enjoy that, but it's simply the case.
Can you not make that noise again? Thank you.
He was burned by fire, came back to life, faced his fears, looked into the flame,
And then you saw
going
the
to the
White
wall
Walkers.
to defend humanity. Chills with
You
the
guys
guy with
ever
a flaming
think about
sword.
him and how much you love him?
Wait, what?
What? I'm just thinking about your love for Sandor Clegane.
No, I like Jaime more.
Oh, honor is a horse.
What is honor? Honor's a horse. What?
It's true. Holy shit. Y'all, I'm not kidding. Honor is a horse.
Of course,
Anyway,
of course. Wait.
let's keep going through the episode. So then you get, like, Jon should hold some small council meetings. Like, him and Sansa need to chat.
We already talked about this.
Yeah, no.
I'm going back to it, but, like, they need to chat, because, like, they're not hitting the same point. You know what I mean? Like, they need to...
Figure
Come
it
on,
out.
guys.
He's not telling her what she needs to know, not allowing her to do her own, to imply input.
Yeah.
And then she's undermining him at court, and so it just kind of sucks for both of them.
Yeah, like, if they would just be normal.
Can we just
Like,
talk
and then
about?
Littlefinger.
Can we talk about Jon just like straight up strangling Littlefinger? That's my aesthetic
for me. Like, I will never be into sex ever again. I will figure myself that every day of my life. Kevin, don't at me.
No, I'm not adding you. I was just thinking, Littlefinger's getting choked by all the Starks except the one he wants.
Ah!
He said that when we were watching it, and I was like, Kevin! That is so wrong.
I'm yelping. Oh my god.
Oh my
For
god.
real.
Clean your mouth out with soap.
For real though, like, Kevin, go clean your mouth. Get out. What are you doing?
Look at your lip.
Look at your choices.
Stop.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's also probably going to Yosemite.
If might die in forest fire, but it'd be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, hey, have we gotten there? Where are we?
We are now approaching battle scene
Okay.
at the Greyjoy fleets.
Oh shit, okay, hold on.
No. Let's go back
So
to
the
talking
show-
more about this, about the crypt and the fact that we have Ned Stark's statue up next to his sister, just to cause some
So here
more
I am.
pain.
Here I am in 2017. I'm crying about Lyanna Stark. So that's me in 2017. But Jon choking Littlefinger is my kink. That's my kink. Like, I'm not trying to get horny about it, but I'm like jacking it to that. So
Jesus Christ. You're a shit show.
you're a shit show, first off. This show has literally been enough fan service to keep me invested for the most part, but like that scene, like, no. That was crafted for fans. Fuck Littlefinger, first off. Not fuck Jon. Jon is an angel. He can do whatever he wants, so.
Basically. I
So
hated
give
the
me
part.
your comments on that.
No, I was gonna say something about Jon finding out his heritage, but why would Littlefinger know anything?
Dude, Jon's never gonna, like, he's gonna find out maybe next season. Like, no one's gonna tell him ever. He's busy.
I don't think he's gonna find out until Bran comes back from the wall, which.
And I think that maybe he'll find out, like, when he comes back to Bran from the wall. But
If he comes back.
not for a while. He won't come back for a while. Like, shit's busy, yo, and no one gives a fuck about Dany and fucking Jon and Rhaegar and Leon. No one cares.
Nope.
No one cares.
Not even a little.
We care.
I don't even care. Like, on a scale of 1 to 7, I give an 8. Like, and you know that's extra even for me, so.
You're always extra.
That's fair.
So yeah, so we just got through with that, and then Arya. I'm crying in the club. Arya with Nymeria.
Right.
That's enough fan service. Like, that was so much fan service, but we deserved it.
And the fact that most of the pack of Nymerias actually had, like, the same coloring as the direwolves.
Nymeria, gloves, like,
I can't.
It's not Nymeria though.
it's not her, not anymore. That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt too. I honestly was a wreck, like, in the club, because that was too much. Nym and Arya, and just Arya's storyline, like, it really, and Ice and Fire God, it made me think about Wendy from Fandom Following. She really convinced me that Arya wasn't gonna die, but I really thought she was, and, like, so now I'm really sad, 'cause I'm like, Arya, survive, baby girl. So.
You've got this far. You can make it
Keep
home.
going.
Hard. So anyways, like, here's the downside, is that I love the Greyjoy plot visually, but in the show, it will never have a thing, and that fucking shitpro silence looked so good. It did. I'm hard.
In conjunction with this, I like to say I do enjoy how all of the separate regions have basically had their own civil wars either happen or brewing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
we have a Westerland civil war, we have a Reach civil war, we should have a Dorner civil war, but apparently we don't.
No, it already happened, remember?
Riverlands is too much of a disaster, and the North already had theirs.
Yep.
And the Eyrie might get theirs if they want to get up against Littlefinger.
But, like, give me time about the Eyrie. I will mold it into my own view. Anyway. Yeah, man. I don't know. So, that whole, like, throne scene in general was just, it was dumb.
Wait, which throne scene?
One?
The throne scene for Cersei with Euron, like, that was
just... Oh, God. Well, you know what? Hold on. No, that was really bad, and Euron has a terrible costume, but, you know, I have to say at the same time, Euron is, like, the best and worst thing about this season so far.
He deserves blue lips.
I enjoy every second he's on screen, but I hate every scene he's in.
Same.
No, same. Give him blue lips.
I wonder why.
And an eye patch.
I want that.
I don't color it.
No, like, not to be mad, but, like, that Greyjoy Martell battle was just bullshit. It was horse shit.
The battle itself?
Asha Greyjoy would never.
Never.
Oh, that. Gotcha.
She would die as she had lived. You know what I'm saying? Like, Asha would never have.
And goodbye Theon plot development.
Hold on, were we talking about the battle or the prelude to the battle?
Do you think Asha's gonna die? I feel like Asha might die. I'm really worried.
Yeah. I mean, we were discussing it on the way back to the house, and I'm like, I feel like he's gonna be parading her around, being like, haha, look, I defeated my niece. Probably rape her. And then kill her.
No!
Probably it'll be a King's Landing, I imagine, like we see in the trailer for next week.
Yeah.
He's in there in his, like, Hot Topic outfit.
Yeah. He will be rocking through, like, I'm so proud I did this. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, sorry. I guess it'd be a repeat of her plotline with Stannis.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I mean, yeah, but, you know.
We killed him off 2 seasons ago. Might as well. I am more on Theon's
They might as well have just killed him right there.
Basically.
Battle, though, was fun. It was confusing.
It wasn't. It was. It was a great...
You can enjoy it just for that. You can say everything around it's such bullshit, but this was fun.
I enjoyed it for the fact that they killed off 2/3 of the Sand Snakes.
I like seeing Euron fight. Dude's a boss.
Agreed.
Savage.
You need some blue lipstick.
Dany's lost a significant portion of her fleet.
All of it.
No,
so how do you feel like next chapter's armor and army is going to go? Like, what do you think?
Well, it'll depend, because I mean, they're definitely gearing up for something in the Reach or in the Crownlands, and obviously, I mean, some from the south. So we're definitely gonna see the Reach army maybe fight the Reach army and the Lannisters, or Reach separatists and the Lannisters, and we may see Dorne being at the Reach as well, but they'd have to march all the way up to Boneway and all that. Like, it would take some time.
Well, I mean, they can just hop on their trusty jetpacks, guys.
Yeah, I don't know why they were sending boats to send this army out, other than just to have a boat battle scene, but like the amount of time it takes to move anybody's never mattered before.
It's true though. Like I want to hatefully hate, but like I'm sitting here like this is true.
But no, I mean my take on it is the Reach and Dornish armies are not going to play a huge factor.
Not even.
They can't. If they do, like
without
Cersei
Aegon,
doesn't
they
have a
honestly
chance.
can't. Like I don't mean to be a dick, but without Aegon, this plot is horseshit.
I think they're gonna get wiped out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be the Lannister victory. That's gonna make it look like they have a chance.
And it's all gonna go to shit.
Like, how many Dothraki does Dany have?
30,000
screamers. 30,000.
Oh, holy shit!
30,000 Dothraki screamers.
Because you know that's just how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she went and like magically survived a fire and killed all her calls, but we'll worship her. It'll be great, guys.
Can we talk about how she's pretty much already the Queen of the Ashes?
She's the white savior complex.
Ashes, dude.
What?
Once Dance of Dragons hits, she will be Queen of Ashes forever. Real Dance of Dragons.
Oh, can we just bring up the fact that when Tarly was just like laying out Jaime about all the bullshit that Cersei's pulled, he's like, we've already seen what she does to those who defy her. And I'm just like, Defiance of Duskendale fucking confirmed. Give me my defiance, please, and thank you.
I really feel like a lot is missed by not getting her POV thoughts.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that internalization of this shit, like, it needs it. It does, but...
especially for characters like her, and also Ned, I feel like.
Otherwise, he was just meh. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he was just a boring good guy. Like, it really characterizes people, but whatever.
But, I mean, I guess that's visual storytelling. You gotta do what you can.
Yep.
No, agreed. It's not character-driven like how everyday is, so...
Well, anything else to talk about in this episode?
Where are we, you know?
Oh, we just talked about the battle, but we've been skipping forth and back.
Dude, I just can't believe, like, he doesn't have blue lips.
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder you.
We make a drinking game.
No!
Every time she says blue lips, take a drink.
First off, that should have been
It would have been an easy thing to do.
Oh my god.
It would have been an easy thing to do.
He should be scary, dude. Like, how are you gonna hurt me? Like, first off, the Arya and Daenerys scene, and then you're like, here's silence. You give me a huge boner. And then, like, Euron doesn't do shit. Like, make him scary, dude.
There's, like, in the process of him, like, when we were like, hey, Theon, why don't you just, like, go ahead and try and rescue your sister or bullshit, they focused on somebody else, and they were definitely cutting somebody else's tongue out.
Yeah.
No, they were, dude. It's not for that.
Oh, I thought they were, like, picking out, like, gold fillings in their teeth.
Oh, no, he was cutting their tongue out.
It seemed like a pirate thing to do.
Yeah,
like, straight off, like, cutting it out.
Yeah, there's a big old, like, spot of blood and stuff anyway, too, so...
I don't know, I feel like Euron was one scary motherfucker at that battle, though.
Would have been.
Even without the blue lips. So,
I loved it.
No, we're good, never mind.
Anyways,
well, no, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, he did tell him that, but I'm saying, like, Dragonglass doesn't kill whites, it only kills the White Walkers.
Whites are the fire.
Yeah. I don't know, there's a continuity issue where...
Yeah.
There's more Dragonglass, I meant.
What?
Anyways, I don't know, man. Can you even believe? No ats from the ice community from Sandor Clegane.
Can we talk about Sandor Clegane is probably Azor Ahai?
Not again.
Dude, he is Azor Ahai, first off.
Also Jorah, maybe.
No.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Only occasionally.
We deserve better.
Elena deserves
what the
better.
fuck? What do you guys think is gonna happen next episode, then?
I think we'll get a battle. We'll probably get a battle, like, every other episode.
Probably.
What kind of battle?
Land battle. I think we might see the dragons.
I mean, we definitely saw the Tarleys, or, like, their men firing arrows.
Yeah. Do you think they'll be done for? Like, they'll be angered?
I don't know.
Like, brr, here's my flames.
Maybe.
Jon's gonna be at Dragonstone.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, he and Daenerys get married on the spot, you know, of course.
Gross.
Those two are dead inside.
Basically.
Aw, it's so cute, except they're dead.
I was just thinking about Lyanna Mormont, because bears.
Aw, bears.
I did notice, though, that, in this episode, like, I mean, like, so far, Lyanna Mormont has been, like, one of their staunchest supporters since she joined up with them in Bear Island. But in this episode, like, she straight up told Jon, was like, listen, this is a stupid idea.
Kinda is to be a stupid idea,
True.
but...
Don't do the thing. Don't be a jerk. I'm like, if even your little small bear friend is saying don't do it.
Of all people, like...
I think you done goofed.
I feel like a better response from Jon there would have been to bring it before them, be like, hey guys, let's talk about this and then I'll make a decision. He has a bad habit of springing things. He has a bad habit of springing unpopular opinions on people.
That's how he got himself stabbed.
Yeah. Huh. Foreshadowing.
Yup.
E2, friend.
Yes.
You think we'll see Harrenhal again?
I wish. I would love to see Harrenhal, but you know we ain't gonna see it.
We've seen a bunch of other random shit pop up after 3 seasons.
We're not gonna see it. Stop having hope.
Hope is for the spring.
Not for us, sweet sour
Where
children.
is here?
We're suckers.
Yep.
So, well, you guys are my favorite suckers, if we're gonna be honest.
Sounds
Shit,
good.
y'all.
We did it.
We did the thing.
I'm into it.
Dude,
now our watch has ended.
And now our watch has ended.